Yes, it was excellent. It was huge numbers of women. Was it 100 women, 80 women? I'm very encouraged, in fact, by the energy with which both sides work constantly, daily, to try to agree an operational plan for redeployments in Hodeida. Now, you'll remember in Sweden, we hoped and wanted this to be done very quickly, and we have not found that to be the case. But the fact that they're still working on the final details of trying to get that first phase of redeployments to happen, for me, is very encouraging. It's not surprising, perhaps, that two sides, the first time they have worked together pretty well ever in this war, and certainly for the last 2.5 years, are finding it difficult to build the confidence to enable those withdrawals of forces to happen. Because each side worries that the other might take advantage of any move that they make. We have to reassure them, we have to provide sensible plans, and they have to agree to them formally. And so they're active in that. But I'd like to stress also that while that is happening, we are in fact still seeing the ceasefire for the governorate of Hodeida largely holding. And as I've been reminded recently, 50% fewer civilian casualties in Hodeida since the ceasefire came into account than in the previous 3 months beforehand. So that's quite a change, and that's good for the people of Hodeida, but we need to go further, and we need to quickly see those redeployments happen. Huge numbers of women. Was it 100 women, 80 women? And I think we have a lot to build on from previous talks. No talks between parties are ever wasted, even if they didn't come to fruition, as was the case in Kuwait 3 years ago. But we build on what was discussed and what was partially agreed there. So the outlines of an agreement to end this conflict are relatively clear, and I hope that we will be able to quickly move towards actually getting the parties around the table to consider it. Because if we don't, the alternative to that political solution is unthinkable. It is the possibility of famine, the increase in cholera that we are now seeing, and a massive humanitarian aid program which barely keeps pace with the growing needs of the Yemeni people. We can't allow that to replace peace in Yemen. Good stuff. You don't often get that many women there. We're still working on it. We have what I think is a really good proposal for releasing just the first batch of prisoners. I mean, the idea is that we get all the prisoners out, and both President Hadi and Abdul-Malek al-Houthi have always said to me that that's what they want to get to. But we'll do it in batches. We'll do it each by each. And with ICRC's help, as partners in this process, I think we can make some real progress. But giving the parties confidence to make that first move, just as we see in Hodeida, that's the issue that we're addressing together. That many women there. They happen to be all sitting at the back instead of at the front.